Praise the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have for you a video game stream. I'll note that it's gonna be the last stream of me doing a video game for at least a couple of weeks, and I'll start to settle in and figure out what the next plan is. And with that being said, this is gonna be the treasure hunting stream. And so this is just bonus content now. We're coming across a wandering horde. I think that's what it is. There's fog, so it has to be. So with that being said, I am going to see about upping the ante with the perception build. So that way I can get the maximum profit from the treasures as much as possible. So... oh, it's only 7. I'll take it. Mind you, we're still doing intelligence, ladies and gentlemen, so... most of it, anyways. There. Now, I believe that is pretty much all that I will need. Although, let me grab the gas cans that are technically gifts. I guess, or not gifted, but maybe... oh, I only have 1. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. So we're gonna basically... just try to go the distance and get as many of them as I can done. So... so I pray that everyone's day has been going pretty good. I'm doing this late at night just because I was doing stuff during the day and I was honestly resting for most of it. I ain't gonna lie. The day I took as a rest day and got a lot better. I realize what some of them might take. Okay, so... mind you, this is the woods, so... not expecting the best here, but... I don't know if I just hit a snake or it was just trying to hit me. If I can't read those, then those ones will not be done. So I'll have 2 less to do. So, no. I thought it was growling at me. I think it's just the sound it makes. So yeah, kind of going through these relatively quickly, but the whole point is just to bring everything back home. Hey, that one was not bad actually. You sit there, Fido. Essentially, this is just going to be pretty much a chill stream. I'm just kind of doing whatever, getting this done, and then. So right now the idea is either Fate or Minecraft. I do want to do the Twitch one, but I don't know how often I do. Well, I probably could do it more often, but I don't know if I have the storage necessarily right now. Because I can do streaming no problem because it doesn't take any storage on my computer, but I have very, very low storage on this laptop right now, so. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Where? No. Hey, I almost did that next one already. Wow. Hey, Barney, you gotta move, buddy. You gotta move, Barney. Come on. Thank you, buddy. Forgot how about pits. So I have Lucky Looter all the way up, and then the treasure hunting also, and then I think, yeah, Miner 69 are up, so I can get stuff a lot quicker. I can get to the treasure a lot quicker, and I pretty much maximize the loot as much as possible. Let me. I have like 3 treasures, literally, like side to side. Um, What I'll do is I'll go down over this way just to try to intercept the other treasure map, and then move up to those 3. So once I get those 3 done, they're out, and I think that's pretty much all the desert stuff. I want to go for the supply, but again, no point for me to do it, to be honest. Instead, after this, It's done. I'm just trying to see what good loot I get overall. And have the question be, is it worth getting treasures? And so far, I would say, eh. I only had one good one out of the three. I did have more than enough repair kits, so it'll last me a good while, I'll tell you that. Opening up chat now. I'm almost to this one. I'm not able to do the two in my inventory, I'm gonna be fine with it. I know there's a zombie near me, but okay, that's not bad. Wrong button. I don't even know how many this is now. Okay, what's the next one? Wow, 7 lot? Wow, I didn't know they cleared them out so quickly. What? Leave me alone. No. Two of them there. So this was it? Okay, yes, it shows it. I did drink it, okay. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the trader with all of the stuff that I basically get and then sell it, including the ammo. As sad as it may sound, but W. I don't know if that's a dub. I hope you guys are enjoying a little bit of the bonus content. I know it might not be much, but if you're trying to like something interesting, but I should have done this earlier just so I'd be a little more on the commentary here. I'm very tired. I either get very loopy and talk my head off, or I get very quiet and just try to focus up. And I'm trying to focus up. Let's try to mix it up, I suppose. Up the hill. I'm definitely just kind of thinking back as to like the very start of this. And it's very, very different compared to the end. Like the stun, like I remember the day one stun baton. That was something I never expected. That level one went so far. I don't even think I got a new one until like almost halfway through the days, roughly maybe day 14, day 15. I like killing the dire. Or, yeah, they're called dire wolves. I honestly thought it might have been hellhounds, but I just want to see what they have. Hey man, the frames are running beautifully. Probably gonna go and do the 3 that are in the wasteland and finish up with Sarah's. And the rest of it, and then go back home, sell it to Trader Rec. Hoping I can get there in due time. If not, I'll be fine. I said I'm gonna sell everything that I have and basically see how much money I make out of it to make see if it's worth it. Because mind you, I maxed it out. I would say otherwise it's not worth it so far. The earlier updates and stuff, for the most part, give you better stuff even when you had less lucky looter. Like this is kind of awful in my opinion, just with how most of these are so far. Because the ammo and stuff, it's like you get triple the ammo just doing one infested clear of any sort. Doesn't matter how hard the infested clear is, like for a tier 6 or not. You can do one of the easier ones and be fine. But so far with this, it's like not really worth it. I mean, it took like 5 of them just to maybe get the amount I'd get in a infested uh, POI for like tier 6 infested POI. Ammo wise, and the silver nuggets are probably the only thing that I'm really thrilled about, because again, the rest of it, like again, a lot of crafting part, like bullet tips or like key things to make it, or just farm 10-20 minutes and get triple the amount. Once you let it all like burn through into the furnace and all that, like have it smelt, then craft. Like the treasures, I would say are worth to do. I think when you're in the start of it, to where you might get something, you might get one thing valuable out of it, and then it'll make your day. But even then, it's like it's more risk than reward with what you'd get. Like, is it gonna, like, essentially, will it waste your time? Because again, I'm maxed out, so this is why I'm clearing them so easily. You're not gonna clear it out this easily in the first few weeks, at least. Like I said, this is what, maybe 60 clips or 60 hits total, maybe. That one was actually was probably the most valuable one, because again, me personally, I would rather get dupes any day. Just gonna be real honest. You can get a level 2 auto shotgun out of it. Let me see where this one will send me. Okay, so it'll send me to that one. I'll go do Stevens after that and go. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do that. I'll go do Sarah's here and then go up to do Stevens and then go all the way up to Sarah. There's nothing more worth it here right now. Just I would say for the Nas game playthrough with that one eventually is I want to try to 100% like explore the map. So I might do an exploration day or an exploration stream rather. Let me do something here. There. Okay, that was different. Oh my goodness. Oh man, oh man. There you go. There we go. Okie dokie. Game. Hello. Thank you. What are you? You're a new POI. Not new enough for me to investigate. Yee. I know I'm running into stuff and I'm losing durability, but we're good. We're good. We're moving along. We're right along. We're moving. I'd say 290.
Startup sequence activated. I've got a bad feeling about this.
No.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm not worried, not even a little bit. Oh, na 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 da, 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 da. Well, hello there. Look like quite something there. Okay, sit still, drone. Sit still.
It is a
Thank
pleasure to
you.
serve.
Might be able to do this in a one in-game day.
My senses have picked up something.
I got one more. One more. You're I will be merciful though. Away from me, witch! Alright, let me bring this out to the road here.
Master, we are not alone.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you, Lord. It is right near the home. And just so y'all know, I barely passed geography. That is why I'm constantly looking instead of looking at the compass, because I still don't remember. I legit do not remember the directions sometimes, even on the map and stuff, so yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Come on. I didn't actually use, I don't think I used my Let me not eat my words. Okay, that was a sapling that I just didn't see because I thought it was the tree itself. I was wrong. That is okay. It is okay to be
The
wrong.
conflict.
So to know. I do merchandising and stuff on right now on the side. And I do have a book that's out, but I want to make a promotional video for it again. People. And I'm praying that eventually I can just rely on the finances that come from that so I can go more into more music and writing and stuff. And that's also why I want to take time off of streaming after this so I can do kind of try to make time for it and stuff. And just make stuff that the Lord wants me to make, basically. I appreciate the compliment too. That is all of them. Wow. That took actually maybe half the day, maybe a little more than half the day. Let me check. Yep, a little more than half the day. Not a full in-game day.
My senses have picked up something.
I landed a home run essentially. So. I think I might just go back into the snow for now. One more. You're not scary. You're not scary. No. No.
I've got a bad feeling.
Peter, no. Look what you've done, man. Look what you've done. You made me waste food. I cannot do it. Just because I'm pure, I am pure. Let's just break it down, break it down.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict. Master, we are not alone.
Just because. Just because. Yes, I do not want to lose my buddy. Oh. Come on over here. I want to fight.
Incoming enemies. Prepare for conflict.
I didn't think I'd clear him out that quickly. Wow. All headshots, too. Lethal. Lethal. That's it. Everything that I have, basically, from the treasure hunt, I am selling now.
How about I empty your pockets?
Oh, yeah, you can do that here, short buddy. And let me be lighting the load, not in cash. So, this is from the treasure hunting. I think what I'm gonna do is beforehand I'm gonna separate them all. Separate the money.
Great to see you, Master.
I'll sell you food, but don't expect me to cook it for you. You gotta be the dumbest son of a bitch I've ever seen. Can't you see we're overstocked on those? Oh, you want a guarantee, huh?
How may I
Well,
assist
maybe
you?
you should try Shamway.
Hmm.
Unless you're paying, you're leaving. Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Great to see you, Master.
Okay, so 28,334 that I got sold. And now the total is 105,147. And the rest is ammo that I gotta put up in the wall. Hopefully. How fortuitous of me. So once I put the ammo away, I want to see you both talking about it for a few minutes. If you guys have questions, comments, and concerns, go on ahead with them, and that will be the last video game stream I will do for a little while. I already think that things are wrapping up in this world. So here we are. Wow, over 400,000. Everything from you, buddy. I wish I named you. If I were to have you named, I would have named you Ollie. So goodbye, Ollie. You will stay my
Where are we
inventory.
going?
You are missed. Very nice, very useful little thing. Final goodbyes. This house, to this world. Though I did not use these very much, hoping by the time my Knobs game is fully released, and I am hoping to have a better setup for it by then, I will utilize the garden and do collections much more. Thank you, even though I did not use you. Thank you for growing, being plentiful. Yeah, day 44 is the last day. You'll save my inventory, Ollie. And everything is soon to go. This is going to be the last episode for this series. And with that being said, saying goodbye to this world once and for all. Not gonna go back on it. I'm gonna start using the Steam launcher after this so I can save properly and not have to do too much mix-ups or anything on my computer for files on top of that. So, I will leave this here though. I know when we die. It is done, it is finished. So saith the Lord. It is finished. What a series. What a way to end it off. So I didn't get too many of you watching, unfortunately, but. So, to answer the long riddle of a question, are treasure hunts worth it? Is treasure hunting worth it in this game? And to be honest, with me having it maxed out, I was expecting to get much more out of it. And so, the overall answer is no. It is not worth it. Yes, I spent maybe a little over an hour to grab 13 to 15 treasures, but mind you, I was maxed out. I had transportation. I had an auger for me to go back and grab stuff in like within a minute. And the reward just for me putting everything into Lucky Looter and just having it basically built around getting the best loot possible. And I didn't really get that. A lot of it you could just get from a infested tier 6 or an infested tier 5. You know, and it's more fun to go after the infestations and stuff that are tier 5 and tier 6. It's much funner to do that. So, treasure hunts, even at the start, right? I wouldn't bother doing them even at the start because with the loot stage and you trying to level up on top of it, your loot stage is just going to be overall low. And again, with you trying to develop whatever skill tree you're in, if it's not in perception, you're going to get the worst possible basically, unless you're in the wasteland. And even then, your chances of getting really good loot at the point that you're at, like let's say you're day 13, right? You have a wasteland treasure that you can go get. Even if you have an iron shovel, right, that's still going to take you a good while unless you built into perception, because the game really does do a good job of hiding it if you don't use the perk. And so it takes a lot more time without the perk of treasure hunt. I think it's treasure hunting or treasure hunter. It's called, where it makes it easier for it to like find the treasure. Basically, the less you damage, you basically damage less blocks of dirt or concrete, whatever it be, that you're digging through. It takes a lot less blocks to do it before it tells you that you're getting closer to it. At the beginning, you're not going to have that. At the beginning, you're not going to have the best Lucky Looter, and some people might not even be building into perception. And so, the overall point with this is that it would just take way too long, and there's more risk of getting it than there is a reward. There was only maybe 2 or 3 of them out of quite literally 15 that I said that would have been worth it to me. One of which was actually in the forest that gave me almost 20,000 boots, which if you found something like that in the early game, you'd be able to get a couple of weapons that you would want just at the start, right? and those weapons would go for at least a week in game. And so you would get really good quality if you could get guaranteed money or you knew that there was money in it. Now, I don't know if each person has a specified treasure amount, like Claude might have more money, Raphael might have more ammo, weapons, and stuff, but to be honest, I didn't really see any sort of differentiation in them, other than Claude maybe with one of his, and then another one on Sarah's where they gave me money and maybe a little more silver nuggets, but even then it was like the rest of them, like just like every single one of them had some sort of ammo or ammo crafting stuff in it. Not a lot of actual loot. And the dire wolves, again, a lot really easy to kill in this, right? Yeah, at least for me now. They gave me overall better loot for what I was doing. Compared to treasure hunting, killing a direwolf was a lot easier. Even after, like, I would say day 20, they would become easier. I would say, but have healing items when you do it. When you do kill dire wolves and dire bears. I didn't know that's what they were called. I just called them hellhounds before, but now I know the name of them. I would just honestly just farm those guys, but I would say at least have an automatic weapon, if not a high damaging weapon. And so like maybe an AK or a tactical assault rifle, something like that for an automatic. And then maybe even a high capacity mag pistol. Make sure you're in a good spot to do it. Even like put yourself up somewhere and just start farming them and killing them, and you get better loot that way, and in a much quicker fashion, even with the lower loot stage than you would with treasure hunting. The treasure hunting in this game is just it's not good. Even buried supplies. I believe after tier 3, there's no more buried supplies because the buried supplies, to be honest, it's not fun. It is very boring, and the reward to risk ratio is non-existent. It's so much higher. It's just the risk is extremely high because every single time you get closer to the treasure, to my knowledge, there's always gonna be a wave of zombies that spawn, and even when you grab the buried supplies, a wave of zombies spawn. Like it's an automatic spawn. And so buried supplies in of itself is treasure hunting, and you don't get any good rewards from it either. Which I honestly would just say at that point, take it out of the game because almost no one uses it in one play. No one plays that mission at all. Or just make it better, make the risk reward ratio much more fair. And honestly, in this game, same with treasure hunting, make it better or just don't really. I think it would be one of the features where old players would notice it gone, and the newer players might, but they wouldn't care necessarily because they didn't use it enough. The old ones would notice, but they probably wouldn't care because again, it's not a good, it's not good. It's really not a good mechanic. It's not a good feature because the reward is very low compared to the risk. Even in treasure hunting, the risk can vary. That I do like with it at least is that it varies, but the reward is just not there because again, treasure hunting would seem more worth it in the lower stages of the game that you're in. But even then, it's not. That's the illusion. It's not worth it still because you don't get a lot of good stuff out of it that you would really need at that point in the game. The reason why I got such good stuff is because I maxed out on Lucky Looter, maxed out on the treasure hunting and Miner 69er, so I could get maximum block damage, maximum loot stage as well, and then the quickest way to get to the treasure. You're not going to have that, as I've repeated the last couple of times. You're not going to have that. And so, overall, don't do the treasure hunting unless they actually, in an update patch, they tell you that they actually made it better to where the rewards are much more, or like high yielding, right? They're more worth it. And if they did that and then people notice that, yes, they did get better, then that's when I would change my mind. But as of right now, it's a no. Don't even bother. Don't even do the buried supplies. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your effort. Go do something else. Kill a tier 3 clear or infested, and you'd get more out of it. in less time. And also the travel time on top of it is just not, it's just, no, it's honestly horrid. For some of them, I had to travel almost 4 kilometers for like 1 or 2 of them, like, so even though the travel time, it doesn't make it worth it. With that being said, though, I hope that you guys had enjoyed this stream. As I said, this is gonna be after this video. After this, I'm gonna take a break off from streaming video games for at least a couple of weeks and figure out what game I'm gonna do from there. And so, with that being said, I pray that you guys have a good rest of your day or night.